All right, good day from wherever you're listening or watching all around the world. So, welcome to the day 7 of our 60 Days Business Mentorship with Ojo Ayokunle. All right, so this morning we're going to just be sharing very quickly on what I call startup principles. All right, so many of us we tend not to understand what is called startup principles. We tend not to understand simplicity. We tend not to understand speed. We tend not to understand execution. Okay, so this morning I'm going to be running us through that. Right, so I want to believe I'm speaking to great entrepreneurs, investors, innovators, creators, and future industry leaders. All right. So we are not here just to talk business ideas. We are here to build profitable, structured, and scalable business. So all my coppers that are currently on this business mentorship, mind you, I might drop because of the quality of how solid this mentorship series is. I might drop these videos and these videos might go premium at the end of this 60 days. So get as much as free knowledge you could get now before it goes premium. So today we're going to be discussing three powerful startup principles. All right, like I've mentioned, number one is speed, number two is simplicity, number three is execution. All right, so number one, speed. Move faster than your fear. All right. You need to move faster than your fear. Let me tell you something. The biggest mistake many entrepreneurs do is to wait too long before launching. You don't necessarily need to say, oh, I need to plan this. I need to start and learn on the job. You see, speed is one thing that can give you a competitive advantage in the marketplace. Speed is one thing that can set you ahead of your, you know, competitors in the marketplace. You see, when you launch with imperfect action, you can capture the market. You can start capturing the market. You don't need to be perfect. Everything doesn't need to be perfect before you launch in the market. Please. Starting out. You see, Uber didn't wait to build a perfect transportation system across the world. They only started by providing simple ride hailing idea in one city. They started in one city. They didn't start, you know, just all across the world. They started from one city. Started in one city. All right. So you need to learn to just start. The speed you use in starting determines how soon and how fast you can capture the market. Facebook didn't just launch globally in one day. It started in one university. Paystack didn't just start by serving African countries. They focused on solving one payment problem extremely well. All right. So one thing you need to understand is speed creates learning. Learning creates improvement. Improvement creates dominance. You need to write that down. Speed creates learning. Learning creates improvement, right? And then improvements create dominance. You want to dominate your market. You can't start. Amazon did not just start to become one of the best American companies when it comes to e-commerce. They started by just selling only books. Only books. One of my favorite read now, I'm currently reading is Strategic Mindset by Tibert Mirossi. In it, there's a section I wrote there, the Amazon secret. That's the secret of Amazon. It all started, Jeff Bezos started by just necessarily micro started by concentrating on one market very well and then started adding other markets into it. So the speed to start at where you are determines how quick you will learn. And your consistent learning creates improvement, and your improvement creates dominance. All right, you see, entrepreneurs who move fast get real market feedback. You need to understand the market, you need to even hear from the market. You're not selling for yourself, you're selling for the market, because without the market, there's no income, right? While slow entrepreneurs remain trapped in theoretical planning, when you do so much analysis, you would lead into paralysis. I repeat that again. As a startup, when you analyze too much, you become paralyzed so much. When you analyze too much, you become paralyzed so much. So if you have an idea today, your question should not be, is it perfect? Your question should be, how fast can I test this idea in the marketplace? How fast can I test this idea in the marketplace? How fast can I get market feedback for my idea? How fast can I even understand the market size of my idea? How fast can I necessarily get feedbacks from my target audience? How fast can I reach them? How fast can I understand what aids their buying decision? How fast can I understand how to brand to sell to them? Very important. Speed. How fast? Number two is simplicity. The power of clear business model. You need a business model. You see, day six yesterday we discussed business model, right? We discussed business model. You need to see that video if you're not. You should not even get here if you have not seen day six, right? Because today is day seven. So the second principle is simplicity. Many entrepreneurs complicate business unnecessarily. You just complicate your business. The same you that is doing event is still the same you that is doing waste management, still the same you that is still doing catering. What are you serving? What are you doing? All right? What are you doing? What are you doing? What problem are you solving? Who exactly has this problem? How do you make money solving it? It's as simple as that. For you to have a clear business model, you need to answer these three simple questions. What problem am I solving? Who exactly has this problem? How do I make money solving it? Now, into practical context, what problem am I solving? I'm solving business strategy problem. Who exactly has this problem? Aspiring entrepreneurs, existing entrepreneurs, and startups. How do I make money from it? I charge on consultation 70,000 naira per hour. I charge 10,000 naira on my ebooks with one time clarity session, right? I have product, I have courses, I have mentorship session, I have workbooks, I have journals, right? That is how I make money from it. I do speaking engagements. That is how I make money from my business strategy solution. So you necessarily need to just understand practically what problem you're solving, like I said earlier. Who exactly has this problem and how you can make money solving this problem. Very, very important. That's it. All right. Some successful business models in the world operate on very simple models. Netflix, pay monthly, watch movies. Amazon, order online, receive delivery. Airbnb, list a space, rent it out. It's as simple as that. Simple. It's not hard. It is not that deep. It is not that far. It's not far-fetched. When a business model is too complicated, customers struggle to understand the value. Yeah, I was once trapped in that web in my early entrepreneurship journey. One thing you need to understand is this: confused people will never buy from you. Yeah, they are the one that will ask questions. I go lie for you. Oh my God, mind you. This business strategy also comes with some sales solutions and stuff like marketing projections, financial projections, branding and visibility solutions. So it's all encompassing. Confused people will never buy from you. You can educate them from A to Z about your product. But because there's a disconnect on the strength of confusion, they will never buy from you. See, your offer should be so simple that you can sell it in 10 seconds. Your offer should be as simple and as sellable as something you can sell within 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Very, very important. Your offer should be simple enough and be sellable in 10 seconds. All right? Your offer should be simple and sellable in what? 10 seconds. 10 seconds. What do you do? I offer business strategy solutions to aspiring entrepreneurs, existing entrepreneurs, and startups. Simple. You can see it's up to 10 seconds. So ask yourself, what offer do I sell? And how do I communicate it clearly within 10 seconds? For example, learn how to start a profitable online business in 60 days. It is clear, it is direct, it is powerful because it is specific, it is measurable, it is actionable, all right? It is realistic, and then it has time frame. So your simplicity increases market adoption, sales conversion, and scalability. How simple your brand, your offer, your solutions are increases three major things. Number one is your market adoption. Our market is going to adopt you, right? Number two is your sales conversion. And then number three is your scalability, how well you scale, how fast you scale. All right. So number three is execution, the ultimate business superpower. See, like one of my highly esteemed mentors going to say, Apostle Femi Lazarus should say, he would not hire someone who is too intelligent. And why would he say something like that? He could necessarily say something like that simply because they are highly intelligent people and less executing people. Their focus is always channeled about sounding wise and intelligent to you. Their operations and their mind is just structured to make you feel good about what they are discussing with you, and are also about them. They don't execute. Don't be like that. Execution is very, very important. See, ideas are everywhere, but the executions is very, very rare. The marketplace does not reward ideas, years, it rewards implemented solutions. Somebody say implemented solutions. Somebody say implemented solutions. Are we together now? So you have the most brilliant idea in the room, but if someone else executes faster, better, a less brilliant idea, they will dominate the market. Let me tell you something powerful. Execution beats intelligence. Execution beats strategy. Execution beats talent. You know why? Because execution will always produce result. Execution will always, as a keyword there, produce result. So execution means for you in this context might be launching a product, it might be talking to new customers, it might be improving your offer, it might be marketing consistently, it might be selling confidently, it might be adjusting based on feedbacks. Execution means doing the work daily. You can see if you've been following us since day one, I have necessarily, and also as a team, we've been emphasizing so much on action over theory because businesses would always grow through implementation, not inspiration. I can inspire you, but I cannot implement for you. Hello. Yeah, I will lie for you. I can inspire you, but I can never implement for you. It's not even wise. If I implement for you, you have to play heavily. You have to pay heavily. So if you combine these three together, you come up with a formula. It is my SSE formula. Speed plus simplicity plus execution equals startup momentum. You can write that down. Speed plus simplicity plus execution equals startup momentum. Speed helps you enter the market quickly. Simplicity helps customer understand your value. Execution helps you dominate consistently. So when these three principles work together, something powerful happens. Your business begins to build traction. Your traction leads to revenue. Your revenue leads to growth, and your growth leads to market authority. I'll take that again. When your business begins to build traction, all right, your traction will lead to revenue. Your revenue will lead to growth, while your growth will lead to market authority. I want to challenge everybody today. Since today is day 7 of the 60 days business mentorship, I want to challenge you with something very practical. You need to ask yourself these three questions. What idea have I been delaying that I need to launch quickly? How can I simplify my business model so that customers can understand it instantly? Then three, what execution actions must I take this week to move from where my business is now to where my business is ought to be? Remember this very powerful principle. Entrepreneurs who execute daily eventually dominate their market. Have that back of your mind. If you execute daily, you eventually dominate your market. You dominate your market. You will dominate your market. You see, the future does not belong to people with the most ideas. You know, one of my senior friends will always say something. You say he's a foolish man that has a lot of ideas that are inconsistent and interconnected in alignment with your purpose. So the world does not belong to people with the most ideas. The future belongs to people who act with speed, build with simplicity, and execute with discipline. So whenever or wherever you're watching from today, I want you to remember this. Your next level in business is not hidden in another idea, it is hidden in your next execution. So, like this video, subscribe, right, and share with your friends, and also share your biggest takeaway in the comment session, right? And if you want to experience the full transformation, you can continue by watching our 60 days business mentorship with Ojo Ayokunle here on this channel on YouTube, right? And they will help you build clarity, systems, sales, and scalability for your business. Until the next session tomorrow, keep building, keep executing, and keep growing. Thank you.